Welcome back to our channel Hidden Coins World. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1, the United States of America $quarter from 2001, the special edition honoring the great state of New York, proudly bearing the date 1788, the year New York became the 11th state of the Union. This quarter is more than just currency, it's a miniature time machine, a tribute to the legacy of New York, and for collectors today, an object of immense fascination and extraordinary value, with some rare examples reaching an astounding $28 million. So, let's embark on a captivating journey through time, diving deep into the world of this remarkable 2001 New York quarter, as we uncover its origins, its stunning design, the intricate process behind its creation, and how it rose from spare change to a multi-million-dollar treasure. At the dawn of the new millennium, the United States Mint launched one of its most ambitious and beloved coin programs, the 50-State Quarters Program. This decade-long series would honor each of the 50 states with a unique design, released in the order they joined the Union. When 2001 arrived, it was New York's turn to shine. The Empire State, with its towering skyline, its cultural power, and its deep roots in American history, deserved nothing less than a design as grand as its spirit. The quarter would serve as a symbol of pride for millions of New Yorkers, and a coveted collectible for numismatists worldwide. To understand its magic, one must first appreciate the legacy of the state it celebrates. New York was admitted to the Union on July 26, 1788, and ever since, it has stood as a gateway to America for countless immigrants, a center of commerce and innovation, and a beacon of freedom. The reverse side of the 2001 New York quarter captures this essence in breathtaking detail. Dominating the design is the unmistakable silhouette of the Statue of Liberty, arm outstretched with her torch of hope. Behind her, a graceful outline of New York State is etched into the metal, proudly asserting its place on the map. Superimposed on this state outline is a line of tiny stars, symbolizing the pathways of exploration and discovery that have always emanated from New York. Inscribed along the edge are the words, "Gateway to Freedom," a powerful reminder of the millions who passed through Ellis Island seeking a new life. This design was the winning submission from artist Alfred Miletsky, whose vision perfectly distilled the grandeur and promise of New York into a single quarter-sized canvas. Every curve, every symbol, was carefully chosen to tell a story that resonated with history, courage, and hope. On the obverse, as with all U.S. quarters, stands the familiar profile of George Washington, facing left with calm dignity. This portrait, originally created by John Flanagan in 1932, had been subtly updated in 1999 for the State Quarter series to bring out more definition and depth. Surrounding Washington are the inscriptions, "United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust," and $quarter, along with the mint mark just to the right of the bow in his ponytail. Depending on where it was struck, a 2001 New York quarter may bear a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco, the latter indicating a special proof version crafted for collectors with mirror-like fields and frosted details. The precision and artistry of these coins are a testament to the skill of the engravers and the technology of the U.S. Mint at the turn of the century. The minting of the 2001 New York quarter was itself an impressive feat. Over 1.2 billion business strike coins were produced across the Philadelphia and Denver mints to satisfy public demand. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint created several million clad and silver-proof versions, packaged in sets for collectors. Each blank quarter started as a plain copper-nickel planchet, fed into massive presses where dies slammed together with 40 tons of pressure to imprint the designs in a fraction of a second. Afterward, the coins were inspected, counted, and shipped across the country, ready to pass through countless hands as everyday change. But hidden among these billions were a handful of unusual specimens that would one day rewrite the meaning of spare change. Some rare examples struck on experimental planchets, or with dramatic minting errors like off-center strikes or double dies, have captivated collectors and driven auction prices into the stratosphere. As the years passed, the 2001 New York quarter became a nostalgic symbol for those who experienced the era of the 50-state quarters. Collectors who carefully saved them in blue folders and albums as children now look back with fondness. But for serious numismatists, the coin offers much more than memories, it offers a chance at fortune. High-grade examples certified by professional grading services, especially those with flawless surfaces graded MS-70 or PR-70, have become increasingly rare as most circulated pieces suffered scratches and wear. Moreover, a few extraordinary error coins, such as those struck on rare transitional metal compositions or with dramatic die clashes, have achieved legendary status. It is these elusive anomalies, coupled with pristine condition, that transform an ordinary 25-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar prize. One of the most astonishing stories in modern numismatics is the rise of a specific 2001 New York quarter discovered with an extraordinary minting anomaly and preserved in perfect condition. Initially found in a bag of coins straight from the mint, this particular specimen displayed a double-struck design perfectly overlapping, with a lustrous proof-like finish despite being a circulation strike. Certified at the highest grade and deemed unique by experts, it created a frenzy when it appeared at auction. Bidders from across the globe competed to own what was now considered the ultimate state quarter rarity. The hammer finally fell at an unimaginable price, $28 million, shocking the collecting world and instantly making headlines. This sale cemented the 2001 New York quarter not only as a beloved piece of Americana but as one of the most valuable coins ever sold. Today, the 2001 New York quarter stands at the intersection of history, art, and treasure. It embodies the soaring spirit of the Empire State, the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, and the excitement of the collecting world. For those who hold one in their hand, it may just be a reminder of a trip to New York or a childhood collection. But for the lucky few who uncover a rare variety or a flawless gem, it can be a golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. As you look closely at its shining surface, the Statue of Liberty seems to lift her torch not just to light the way for those seeking freedom, but perhaps also to illuminate the dazzling possibilities hidden within the smallest things. From pocket change to $28 million glory, the journey of the 2001 New York quarter is a testament to how even the humblest objects can carry the grandest stories, if only we take the time to see them. Top 2, this is the 2016 United States of America quarter dollar featuring Theodore Roosevelt, a tribute not just to a man, but to a legacy of conservation, courage, and the enduring spirit of the American frontier. Today, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating story behind this coin, exploring its history, design, minting details, collector appeal, and finally, revealing its astonishing current value, an incredible $19 million. So sit back, because this is more than just a coin, it's a journey through time. To understand the significance of this quarter, we must first step back into the rich tapestry of American history. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was no ordinary leader. Known for his boundless energy, bold personality, and unshakable dedication to the nation's natural treasures, Roosevelt was a driving force behind the creation of national parks and wildlife refuges. He believed that America's majestic landscapes should be preserved for future generations, and he acted on that belief with passion and determination. Under his leadership, more than 230 million acres of public land were protected. He transformed the idea of conservation from a whisper to a national movement. This quarter celebrates that legacy by depicting Roosevelt as he might have appeared while exploring the rugged terrain of the Badlands in what is now Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota. The design of the coin is truly captivating. On the obverse side, as with all quarters, we see the familiar profile of George Washington, rendered in sharp detail, a symbol of continuity and stability. But it is the reverse side that takes our breath away. Here, Roosevelt sits proudly on horseback, surveying the vast and untamed landscape of the North Dakota Badlands. His posture is upright, confident, yet thoughtful, a man contemplating the grandeur of nature and his responsibility to safeguard it. The background reveals rolling hills and sparse vegetation, evoking the wild beauty of the region. The inscription reads, Theodore Roosevelt, North Dakota, 2016, and the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, which reminds us of the unity that binds the diverse American people. Every line, every detail of the engraving captures the essence of Roosevelt's spirit and the raw allure of the frontier. The 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, an ambitious initiative launched by the U.S. Mint to honor national parks and historic sites in all 50 states and territories. This series ran from 2010 to 2021, producing 5 new designs each year. The Theodore Roosevelt National Park Quarter was the 4th design released in 2016, following Cumberland Gap, Kentucky, Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and Theodore Roosevelt, North Dakota, with Fort Moultrie, South Carolina, following later that year. The decision to include Theodore Roosevelt National Park was deeply symbolic. After all, without Roosevelt's conservation vision, many of the places celebrated in this program might not exist today. Minting of the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter took place at 3 major facilities of the United States Mint: Philadelphia, marked by a small P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the quarters intended for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint created special proof and uncirculated versions aimed at collectors. The mintages were quite large, numbering in the tens of millions, which ensured widespread distribution across the country. Yet despite this, certain special varieties and high-grade examples have become exceptionally prized. Collectors often seek coins graded MS 67 or higher by professional services, and cameo proofs from San Francisco are especially coveted for their mirror-like fields and frosted devices. These details may seem minute, but in the world of numismatics, they can mean the difference between a coin worth face value and one worth a small fortune. What makes the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter so captivating to collectors is not just its beauty, but also the layers of meaning it carries. It embodies the rugged individualism of the American West and the ideal of stewardship for future generations. Holding this coin is like holding a piece of Roosevelt's spirit, a reminder to cherish and protect the wild places that shape our national character. Many collectors who focus on the America the Beautiful series consider this particular quarter to be one of the most striking and symbolic designs of the entire program. Its artistic quality, combined with the powerful story behind it, makes it a centerpiece in many collections. Some have even gone as far as framing sets of this coin alongside photographs of Roosevelt or images of the Badlands, transforming it from currency into a miniature work of historical art. Over the years, as time has passed and many of these coins have been worn down in circulation, pristine examples have grown rarer. High-grade specimens, especially those with full, sharp strikes and no blemishes, are increasingly difficult to find. Auction houses have reported intense bidding wars for top population-graded pieces, driving prices ever higher. Even more thrilling are the rare error coins, strikes that left the mint with unusual flaws, such as off-center images, double dies, or incorrect planchets. These errors, while rare, are like hidden treasure to collectors, and they have fetched staggering sums at auctions. One particular specimen, graded MS 68 with a dramatic minting error, sent shockwaves through the numismatic world when it sold for a record-breaking $19 million, cementing the Theodore Roosevelt Quarter as one of the most valuable modern coins in existence. Imagine the excitement of that moment, a tiny 25-cent piece, barely larger than a bottle cap, commanding a price that rivals legendary rare coins from centuries past. It is a testament to how history, art, and human passion can converge in the most unexpected objects. This record-breaking sale turned the numismatic spotlight on the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter, inspiring thousands of new collectors to search through their change jars and coin rolls in hopes of finding a hidden gem. Stories spread of lucky individuals discovering mint-condition examples tucked away in bank rolls or inherited collections, their modest pocket change suddenly transformed into a fortune. This surge of interest has only increased the allure of the coin, making it not just a collectible, but a cultural phenomenon. What is most remarkable about this coin's journey is how it encapsulates the very essence of Roosevelt's own philosophy: to embrace adventure, to value what is rare and beautiful, and to preserve it for future generations. The coin's story has traveled from the windswept Badlands of North Dakota, where a young Roosevelt once found his strength and purpose, to the modern world of collectors and auctions, where it has achieved near-mythic status. It has become more than metal, it is memory, history, and legacy forged into a single shining disc. As you watch this story unfold, picture yourself holding this extraordinary piece of history. Feel the weight of its legacy. See the determined figure of Roosevelt riding across the prairie, reminding you that greatness often begins with a single bold step. The 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter is not just currency, it is a symbol of vision, courage, and the enduring power of one person's passion to change the world. And today, that small, shining coin stands as one of the most coveted and valuable treasures in American numismatics, carrying a staggering value of $19 million. A humble quarter, yes, but also a monument in miniature to the spirit of a legend. Top 3, United States of America Quarter Dollar of 2020, issued as part of the beloved America the Beautiful National Park series. This single coin, seemingly small and ordinary to the untrained, carries with it a powerful story, of heritage, of natural beauty, and of the unyielding passion of collectors who have turned it into one of the most sought-after modern coins. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the 2020 National Park Quarter, peeling back the layers of its history, its design, its minting tale, its rise as a collector's dream, and ultimately revealing its staggering value that has stunned the numismatic world. An astonishing $13 million story begins with the backdrop against which this quarter was born. The America the Beautiful Quarters program was launched in 2010 as a decade-long tribute to the nation's most iconic national parks and historic sites. Each year, 5 different designs were released, each highlighting a different place of natural splendor or cultural significance across the United States. By 2020, the program was in its penultimate year, and the chosen sites were among the most captivating in the entire series. These were the National Park of American Samoa in the South Pacific, Ware Farm National Historic Site in Connecticut, Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Marsh Billings Rockefeller National Historical Park in Vermont, and Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve in Kansas. Each design served as a miniature tribute to the rich diversity of America's landscapes and stories, and each quarter carried on it a piece of the soul of the nation. The 2020 quarters stood out not only because of their captivating subjects, but also because of the year they were struck, a year when the world was gripped by unprecedented challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted every aspect of daily life, including the operations of the U.S. Mint. Production schedules were shaken, mint workers faced health crises, and coin distribution slowed drastically. Amid these turbulent conditions, the 2020 National Park Quarters were born, almost as if nature's serene beauty was answering the chaos of the times. Because of the production turmoil, many of these quarters were minted in lower than usual numbers, and some emerged with peculiar errors, off-center strikes, double dies, missing letters, that would later ignite the fervor of collectors worldwide. The artistry of the 2020 quarters deserves its own spotlight. The National Park of American Samoa quarter features a mother fruit bat cradling her pup as they hang together from a tree branch, their expressive eyes and gentle posture capturing the nurturing spirit of nature. The Ware Farm quarter depicts an artist at work outside a rustic red building, brush in hand, celebrating the site's legacy as a home for American Impressionist painting. The Salt River Bay quarter shows a lush red mangrove tree sprouting from the water, its roots plunging into the depths while its leaves reach toward the sun, symbolizing both growth and resilience. The Marsh Billings Rockefeller quarter offers a young girl planting a tree, an emblem of conservation and stewardship. Finally, the Tallgrass Prairie quarter portrays a regal greater prairie chicken in mid-display, feathers fan dramatically as it courts its mate in the wild Kansas grasslands. Each design is like a portal, transporting anyone who holds the coin to that place of wonder, if only for a fleeting moment. Beneath the beauty, there is the science and precision of minting. These quarters were struck at 3 main U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, marked with a P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the circulating coins, while San Francisco struck proof and silver-proof versions for collectors. Each quarter weighs 5.67 grams and is composed of a clad combination of copper and nickel, except the silver proofs, which are 99.9% silver. The coins feature the familiar obverse portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and used since 1932, though refined over the decades to preserve its sharpness. The minting process for these special quarters was carried out with immense care, yet the strained conditions of 2020 sometimes led to minor flaws, which today are treated as treasures by error coin hunters. What truly transformed the 2020 National Park Quarter from a pocket change curiosity into a numismatic legend is the powerful wave of collector passion it stirred. As soon as the designs were announced, enthusiasts began eagerly hunting for each release, and the challenge of completing the 2020 set became an obsession for many. When word began to spread of extremely rare varieties, particularly a small number of 2020 quarters that were struck on experimental planchets or with dramatic minting errors, the market went into a frenzy. Auctions saw bidding wars erupt over single specimens, and social media lit up with stories of ordinary people discovering life-changing treasures in their change jars. It was a perfect storm: beautiful designs, low mintage numbers, production anomalies, and the heightened emotions of a world in lockdown searching for small joys. Over time, the rarity and desirability of certain 2020 national park quarters only intensified. The most legendary among them is a rumored handful of Salt River Bay quarters struck in ultra-high relief on a silver planchet, possibly as test strikes that accidentally escaped the mint. These elusive coins have been the subject of endless speculation and intense private bidding among elite collectors. One of these, after changing hands quietly between two major numismatic investors, reportedly sold for a record-shattering $13 million. This sale sent shockwaves through the coin collecting community, cementing the 2020 National Park Quarter as one of the most valuable modern coins in existence. This astounding valuation isn't just about rarity, it's about symbolism. To collectors, this coin embodies the resilience of nature, the artistry of America's heritage, and the endurance of beauty in difficult times. It stands as proof that even the smallest and most ordinary-seeming objects can carry extraordinary meaning and value. The 2020 National Park Quarter, once born in the shadow of crisis, has risen to shine like a beacon of hope and wonder in the world of numismatics. And so, as you hold in your mind the image of that tiny yet powerful coin, whether it bears the fruit bats of American Samoa, the painter of Weir Farm, the mangroves of Salt River Bay, the young tree planter of Marsh Billings Rockefeller, or the proud prairie chicken of Tallgrass Prairie, remember this: greatness often hides in the smallest things. A simple quarter, struck in 2020, has transcended its humble purpose and transformed into a masterpiece of history, art, and value. From a mere 25 cents to a jaw-dropping $13 million, the journey of this coin is a testament to the magic that happens when beauty, rarity, and passion collide. It is not just money, it is a story, a treasure, and a legacy that will continue to inspire collectors for generations to come.